And now it's time for Hobo Reviews with Willie B.A. Hobo. Tonight's review, The Incredibles.
Oh my god, this is the best movie I've ever seen in my whole life! No capes, but spoilers! There's this superhero named Mr. Incredible! And you can probably imagine what kind of superpowers he has. He's super strong, and he saves a kitty! Mr. Kitty! MMA? How does he save Mr. Kitty, MMA, you might ask him, MMA? Well, let's just say he grabs the tree that the cat is stuck on and shakes it down. While he's also trying to pursue a bank robber or some kind of criminal that's on the run from the police. So he lets the cat free, the cat comes down, and then boom! In one swift stroke, he stops the criminal with the tree. And everyone is saved, MMA. Except he has to go stop another bank robber who has him on the ropes. No, literally, he's got the gun on him. It's like, you better do as I say, Mr. Incredible, or you're gonna suffer the consequences. Except he gets sucker punched by the hottest superhero outside of Wonder Woman, Elastigirl! And, the two ultimately get married, but first, Mr. Incredible has to stop Bon Voyage. Get it? Bon Voyage? Because that's the bad guy who's French. Yeah, we kinda fucking get it, Willie. Just proceed. Okay, so he stops Bon Voyage, no help to Incrediboy, who ultimately ends up being Syndrome. But then Mr. Incredible has to save a train from, collapsing because the rails, blew up because of Bon Voyage's bomb, doy. So he stops the train, except people get hurt. And oh, by the way, he was also saving some person who ultimately was trying to take his own life. Kind of like what Anthony Bourdain and Kate Spade did, except not in that fashion, although that was very tragic indeed, So anyways, Mr. Incredible is late for the wedding, and his main man is Frozone. Another superhero of sorts, So, then, the two get married, and ultimately, the superheroes can no longer be superheroes because they no longer can be understandable and protective and all that wonderful stuff. So then, they have to go undercover, Except the problem is that the family decides to, be a family, and they have to move on and on and on because their minds have to be erased and all that kind of wonderful stuff. So then he ends up being a pencil pusher jobber. Although he's not really much of a pencil pusher jobber, he's just helping people with business, and products, except he's not supposed to really help the customers, So anyways, he gets into a fiasco with his boss and gets fired again, Except he tries to go undercover with the undercovering and decides to have a secret job. Except he kind of goes undercover with the undercovering first by stopping people from a fire that was collapsing. Except they get caught in the middle of a bank and they suspect that they're criminals. Except they get away unharmed. And then some secret agent is impressed with all this, so she sends Mr. Incredible a message. Your mission, should you choose to accept, is to go undercover and figure out the weakness of this robot. You have 24 hours to respond. This safe will self-destruct. Oh no! Voila! Sorry, Mama. So anyways, he goes on this undercover mission because he wants to relive his glory days. But little does Elastigirl realize that he's doing this crap while she's also taking care of her two kids, Dash and Violet. Dash using his speed to, pull pranks on Ratatouille's, the guy from Ratatouille, Linguini. Get it? Because that's the same guy who voices whatever. And then Violet is having her typical teenage problems. I'm not popular. I have a crush on a boy. I'm so shy, And yeah, that pretty much covers it. So then Elastigirl goes over to save Mr. Incredible, who's under trouble because he's under the gun by Syndrome, who is a new breed of superheroes to try and rekindle the superhero magic by dismantling all the old ones with this big gigantic robot. via his remote control wristband, because even the quarterbacks can't have that in a map. And so it's up to the Incredibles family to save him. Oh, and did I mention that they have a assistant named At Night Mode? And friends. No capes! She wants to redesign the superhero costumes. And, no capes, because in every tragic accident that happens with a superhero, it involves a cape getting caught onto something. I know, it's tragic, mama. So then, she also comes up with this homing track, which means Mr. Incredible gets caught, and Syndrome goes not so happy. Someone's been tracking us! Who did you contact? I didn't know about the homing device! Tap him! So then, Elastigirl has to, recover from her crying. Get a hold of yourself! You are Elastigirl! Go, fight, win! And she flies a plane. Why does she fly a plane, mama? Because no one can suspect that she's Elastigirl, mama. Except Dash and Violet get caught into two. And so they go flying. The plane goes kablooey because, there's a missile that goes after them. But they survive underwater. They go into this cave. They go into the cave, into the jungle. And they find Mr. Incredible. And then they all get caught by Syndrome. And then they're all watching the tragedy that's unfolding. A robot dominating the world. Gee, isn't that going to happen sometime in the near future, mama? It's like, we don't know it's coming, mama. How stupid can we be, mama? So then, they get free, they go after him with the help of Frozone, and they stop Syndrome and the robot, except Syndrome gets away. And as they're coming back home, they are stopped by Syndrome, who takes care of baby Jack Jack. Because did I mention they have a baby superhero named Jack Jack who has all kinds of superpowers and he's full of rage? You won't like him when he's angry. Just as Syndrome, because as he's about to escape with Jack Jack, he gets all meanie, he turns all flamey, and Syndrome just can't control him. And so then he throws Elastigirl, Mr. Incredible does, to save the baby. And then he throws a car at the plane, which causes Syndrome to land right into the jet where he gets sucked in because, guess what? He's wearing a cape, mama. Another tragedy by the fine folks of the Cape. And so they're able to be superheroes once more. Kind of. Dash finally gets to live his dream and finish second in a race. Because you can't fucking win or else they're going to suspect something. And then we have the Underminer! And they put their mask on, and that's the end of the movie. I, for one, love this movie because Pixar always does a tremendous job, and this one takes the cake. This is Willie B.A. Hobo saying, superhero powers! You got superhero powers! And come on, Pixar, come on, superhero powers! Come on! I want to be a superhero and be incredible and save the day, too!